How to use Airtime Camera 2026 quick tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use Airtime Camera in 2026 with a quick and simple tutorial. If you've never used this tool before, don't worry, by the end of this video, you will understand exactly how it works and how to start using it for meetings, recordings, or just online collaboration. Now, Airtime Camera is a tool that lets you upgrade your webcam experience. So instead of just showing a basic camera feed, Airtime Camera allows you to add visual elements. It can adjust your layouts and create a more professional video presence during calls or recordings. It works especially well with platforms like Zoom, Google Meet, and OBS Studio. So let's walk you through on how you can set it up and start using it step by step. The first step is downloading and installing Airtime Camera. You're simply going to go over to airtime.com, and this is going to take you to the downloading window. As soon as you see it, you can simply sign in or just download it. Now we're gonna go for the camera. We're going to open this and simply click on Launch for Windows. Right below here, you're going to see the option to download and install. You're going to click on that in the downloader, and the Explorer downloader is going to start downloading it. Now once the download finishes, you can open the installer and follow the setup instructions. The installation process only takes a minute or two, so don't get lazy. It's not a complex setup, and get started with it. After installation, you can launch Airtime Camera and allow the program to access your camera and microphone. These permissions are really important because the software needs them to capture your video and your audio. Now once the app opens, you will see the main interface where you can control your camera feed and visual elements. You can also do this on web. Simply create an account and launch Airtime for Windows. Now after installation, you can launch Airtime Camera and allow the program to access your camera and microphone. These permissions are important because the software needs them to capture your video and your audio. Once the app opens, you will see the main interface where you can control your camera feed with visual elements on the right. After opening up the app, the first thing you should do is choose the correct camera and microphone that you're using. Inside Airtime Camera, look for the device settings, and here you'll be able to select the webcam you want to use. You're simply going to click on this and then enable the camera. Now, if you're using a laptop, the built-in webcam will usually appear automatically, or if you're using an external, simply select it from the list. Next, you're going to choose your microphone so your audio is captured correctly. Once both devices are selected, you should see your live camera preview on the screen in the very middle. Now, on the right side, you have all the presentation tools where you can select the video to be normal, or you want it blurred or just hidden. You can also go ahead and select the shape of your screen along with colors and different kinds of backgrounds. This is a really useful feature of Airtime Camera, which is its ability to just customize your video layout. Instead of just showing your face on camera, you can add in things like overlays, visual frames, presentation elements, and even screen content. These elements allow you to create a more professional looking video feed. For example, if you're recording tutorials, then you might show your face in the corner while your screen or slides appear behind you. Airtime Camera lets you adjust positioning and layout so everything looks clean and organized. Now that your layout is ready, the next step is connecting Airtime Camera to other apps. Airtime works as a virtual camera, which means that other programs can use it as a webcam source. Once you're meeting or recording software, now you can open up your meeting or recording software. You can simply click on record at the very bottom of the screen. You can also go ahead and open your meeting or recording software like Zoom or Google Meet and go to the camera settings. So instead of selecting your normal webcam, you're going to choose Airtime Camera from the list of available cameras. Once you do this, your customized video feed from Airtime will appear in your meeting or just recording. This is how many creators and professionals create more engaging video calls and presentations. You can also enable the show logo option, and that way the Airtime logo is right at the corner of the screen. Now you're ready to start using Airtime Camera. You can join a meeting, you can also record a video or just stream content while Airtime enhances your camera feed in the background. It doesn't change anything, it is not a complex system, it only enhances your video credibility. During your session, you can also make small adjustments to your layout or visual elements if needed, because Airtime runs in real time and the changes will appear instantly in your video feed. Now before we finish this video, here are a few helpful tips that will make Airtime Camera easier to use. First is try to keep your layout simple. Too many visual elements can distract the viewers. So just keep everything simple. You don't need to overcrowd or add in too many funny elements. Keeping it simple is going to give you the more professional look. Second is make sure that your lighting is good. Even the best camera software works better when your face is clearly visible. If you're using an old computer or an old webcam, you would want the quality to actually be great. So just to make sure of that, keep the lighting good. Another useful tip is to test your setup before important meetings. You can open Airtime Camera and check that your camera, microphone, and layout all look correct. And finally, if you plan to create content regularly, consider setting up a consistent layout style so your videos always look professional and clean. Now, before joining an important meeting or just recording a video, it's always a good idea to test your setup. Once, open your meeting platform and check that your camera feed looks correct. Make sure your microphone is working and that your layout appears exactly the way you want it. You don't want any mess-ups during the meeting or the recording. Testing everything beforehand prevents technical problems later for you. And now you're ready to use Airtime Camera. You can join your meetings, presentations, or recording sessions. While you speak, your customized layout will be shown to everyone watching. And you can also make small adjustments to the layout inside Airtime if needed, because the software works in real time in and any changes you make will immediately appear in your video feed. Now, if you plan to use Airtime frequently, it's helpful to save your layout settings. Many users create a default layout for meetings or just for different purposes, or another layout for recording tutorials or presentations. Saving these layouts allows you to quickly switch setups without rebuilding everything each time you open the software. Now, before we wrap up this tutorial, let's quickly take a look at some of the core features that make Airtime Camera really useful. So as a beginner who is a content creator or just someone who posts tutorials on YouTube, this is a great tip for you. One of the main features is custom camera layouts, which allow you to design how your camera and visuals appear on the screen. Now, these are in the presenter option at the very right of your screen. Another key feature is the virtual camera system, which lets other apps like Zoom or Google Meet use your Airtime layout as a webcam source. Now, Airtime also includes overlay and graphic tools which help you add visual elements such as titles or frames to your video. Finally, it offers real-time editing, meaning that you can adjust your layout or visuals while your meeting or recording is happening. Now, when people start using Airtime Camera, there are a few common mistakes that can make the experience harder. One mistake is adding too many visual elements to the layout. This is just going to overcrowd, and while overlays and graphics are helpful, using too many can make the screen look cluttered. Another common mistake is not testing the virtual camera before meetings, so if you forget to select Airtime Camera as your webcam source, your layout won't really appear, and you may get disappointed quick. Some beginners also forget about lighting and camera positioning. Even the best software won't look good if the lighting is poor or the camera angle is awkward. Finally, many new users skip practicing with the layout before recording. Spending a few minutes getting comfortable with the controls can make your video much smoother. So make sure you avoid these beginner mistakes and actually try it out with the tips I just provided. As you can see, Airtime Camera is a powerful tool for improving your webcam experience, and by using custom layouts, overlays, and virtual camera integration, you can create much more engaging meetings, presentations, and video recordings, all done with one single app. Once you become familiar with the interface, it becomes a very useful tool for creators, teachers, and professionals who want their videos to look more polished. And that is how you can start using Airtime Camera with this quick beginner tutorial. Once you learn the basics, you can experiment with different layouts, you can add in visual styles, and just make your meetings look more engaging. You can also follow up with presentations and videos to look more professional. If you found this tutorial helpful, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more tutorials or useful apps, including AI tools and productivity softwares. And if there's another tool that you'd like me to explain step by step, feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to hit the bell icon. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.